now it is time for the top 4. So the 4 players who won their top 8 sets, namely Lo Wai-Ying over Chelsea Tan, Chaiyawat Traiwichcha over Raylan Low, Ang Wei Wen over Matthias Lung, and Yoko Tagumo over Benjamin Tan.
Well, we have just witnessed 2 out of the 4 sets. Chaiyawat Raylan set so convincingly well, a very good spectacle for the audience, as well as Yoko against Benjamin. Controversial decisions here and there, Russian roulette all over, but Yoko came out top again.
On top. So now we will be watching the set rematch from yesterday's Swiss on stream. It was a wash then. It could still be a wash now. We'll see whether Wai-Ying has managed to make the adjustments she needs. It's going to be Lo Wai-Ying against Chaiyawat Traiwichcha. It's going to be Eevee against certain things that stop Eevee. So
let's see. I personally thought that Eevee was a thing that probably would have died out by now because it's so late into the season already.
Eevee will always be good.
Yeah, it just so happened that if you meet the counters,
if you hit the wrong matchups, then you lose. But if you hit normal things all around, you're gonna win.
Yeah, of course,
so
of course.
It's some of those things that will never really go away because it will win in the right scenario.
I see. Well, I mean, purely personal opinion, but I felt that this time Chaiyawat may have something on his sleeve to be able to stop.
Yeah, yesterday we saw on Swiss, by turn 3, Wai-Ying was forfeiting in game 1. That's how atrocious the matchup was for her. We'll see if she's made to make the adjustments. Her clear-cut game plan A is clearly not working. Chai has ways around it. And he even revealed a plan B in game 2 yesterday with the Snarl on Arcanine to shut down her attackers even after she got the setup. So she's going to have to make some heavy adjustments. She has tools on the team. We didn't see Salazzle, and we didn't really see Whimsicott do much yesterday either. So she does have options, she just has to better utilize them.
Sure.
But again, the matchup is so uphill for Wai-Ying that Chaiyawat just needs to make one right prediction and the game essentially ends.
And it can snowball from then onwards, right? So yeah, I mean,
it's going to be the Whimsicott and Eevee coming out for Wai-Ying side. So adjustments made from yesterday where she was leading with Clefairy and Eevee both games. As Arcanine and Garchomp hit the field for Chaiyawat. The same things he led in game 1 yesterday.
Perhaps trying to neuter by the Snarl, has potential Snarl from Arcanine and Rock Sliding, trying to flinch both Whimsicott and the Eevee.
The Whimsicott hitting the field means that Wai-Ying immediately has a turn 1 Tailwind. Or even she can immediately go for a Fling to stop either the Arcanine or the Garchomp.
Yeah, the typical item on the Whimsicott in such a team would be Fling, right?
Yes,
so
Fling, Razor Fang.
So probably she has to pick one of the... Who would you pick if
the
you were
problem for Chaiyawat, if he predicts Fling, then he needs to go for Snarl and Tectonic Rage. But if as Wai-Ying is going for the Protect Tailwind, and if he went for Snarl Tectonic Rage, that's totally burned by a Protect Tailwind. So what did he go for here?
Yes.
It's going to be the Rock Slide. So he's going for the spread here. Rock Slide is going to do a 30-ish, 40 to Whimsicott.
Perhaps a Rock Slide Flare Blitz also could be a potential play.
He's going for the Flare Blitz though, so he's going to get rid of the Whimsicott. So no Fling next turn, but I think Wai-Ying takes that, depending on what she has at the back. Because now Eevee sets up without having to fear the Garchomp KOing it.
Could be Salazzle, could be Clefairy. Clefairy to further even increase the power of the Eevee as well.
It's going to be the Salazzle. Salazzle's going to be able to fake out the Arcanine to stop any Snarl coming out this turn, and Eevee goes for the Evo Boost, which will take the Tectonic Rage comfortably, even after.
But looking at her her choices, probably the only one to capitalize on the I mean, in this matchup wise, Crocodile would be a more superior pick in terms of the boost to be passed to by Vita.
The problem with Crocodile is that the problem with Crocodile here is that she has to watch out. The fact is that Eevee is already at -1. So after the boost, he goes to +1. And if Arcanine switches out as he does and comes back in, then Crocodile is stuck at 0.
Ah, I see. That's okay. That's fair too.
But I think Chai has got it once again.
Okay.
Switching in the Fini and the Togedemaru on the same turn ensures that he will get a fake out and haste. And I don't think Wai-Ying can stop it.
Unless a Protect?
No, Protect doesn't stop the haste.
Oh
haste
yeah, it doesn't. Yes, if he protects. Oh,
so Wai-Ying I think has fallen into Chai's trap once again.
Wow. Yeah, it is quite a pinch now because yeah, like what you mentioned, both can either just haste, fake out, nothing where Wai-Ying can
because now Chaiyawat just fixed out the Salazzle to stop any potential taunt coming out. And Eevee, even if Eevee beta passes, that doesn't accomplish anything because Eevee will lose, the recipient will lose his beta passes, the beta pass boost.
Yeah.
So unless Eevee has a double edge, which I don't think she carries, to one-shot the double Fini, which is a rather high task.
Typically, I don't expect Eevee to have double edge. I really don't see how she's going to recover from this. Don't you think? Yeah.
Yeah, Chai read the turn 1 perfectly. He
Yes.
predicted a Protect Tailwind instead of a fling Evo Boost.
But
he
would
got-
have Fling changed the position though?
Yes, then Evo Boost have gone off, then EV Baiton passes immediately before the Slazzle, before the Fini can come in.
Okay, that's fair too.
So Wang has to at least, oh, but she goes for the Baiton pass and will lose her boost
By the haze.
to the haste.
The
yes.
very likely haze from Chaiyawat. I don't see any other viable
If
play.
Crocodile comes in, she still has a chance. If it's Espeon, then I don't think she does. Oh, it's going to be Crocodile. So at least she has something that, even after losing the boost, can at least damage the TheGuitahHeroe.
And
Arcanine.
Yes, and Arcanine as well by the Earthquake. Yeah. Okay, flinch, didn't
And that's
move
going to be the
haste.
haste. So there goes the Evo boost. Wang's lost her boost for the game. Eevee unable to go for the Z move again.
Sure.
And you have to wonder, if the turn 1 played out differently, then this game would have been very different. Because
I mean,
Chaiyawat needs to switch in Fini on the very same turn that Eevee goes for Evo boost. And if Wang had Evo boost on turn 1, this game is totally different.
so by the fling, right, you have how to say, maybe fling the Arcanine and just boost immediately,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Because you need the opponent to call the Protect Tailwind and double into the Whimsicott.
Sure. Yeah, which he did, and
Yep.
but why chooses not to do the fling?
Because Chaiyawat needs both haste and TheGuitahHeroe in on the same turn, which needs Chaiyawat needs to double switch and call the Evo boost, which Wang gave to him that turn by telegraphing a very obvious fake out Evo boost.
Ah. Well, now he's switching into Eevee, Arcanine taking it very comfortably thanks to the Intimidate.
Gonna eat his berry as well.
Yeah. It's an uphill task for Wine right now, I would say. It's not so,
Crocodile needs the thing here is that Crocodile can get more damage on the Garchomp and remove the Arcanine in the process. Then Slazzle could still pull this back because what you have at the back is TheGuitahHeroe and Tapu Fini. And Slazzle, as we saw in the previous set, eats both of them.
Sure. But the thing is, how many Earthquakes can that Garchomp take? And I mean, potentially a substitute on Chaiyawat's side.
I don't think
see.
sub is the best plan because I think you barely take less damage from the sub than you do from the Earthquake.
But he can. But I'm sure that he has a reason, probably wanting to let Garchomp stay
Why
on
not
the
just
field.
get rid of Crocodile?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Because you're losing a sub for no reason, I feel. Unless you predicted a Rock Slide that turn. As Arcanine will go for Flagship, I think he KOs himself in Recoil. Oh no, not, into the, he probably will lose himself to Recoil.
He will. He has done a sizable chunk to
And
Crocodile.
Chai is letting the field slowly slip away from him.
That's quite weird, right? Because
Now the here is that previously he had 2 Salazzle checks in the Garchomp and the Arcanine. Now Garchomp's at half and Arcanine is gone.
Arcanine, but well, I mean, Fini can actually threaten both with Muddy Water, and the Rock Slide would easily be able to finish the Fini anyway. I mean, the Eevee, so yeah, and a potential Rock Slide could also chunk the Slazzle. Switch in terms of the matchup wise, I believe he's trying to end game for the
Why
Fini.
going to protect a Crocodile this turn?
Yeah.
Just sack the Eevee, it looks like. Yep, Eevee going to go for the quick attack. Last stage Hail Mary quick attack into the Tapu Fini. Doing a little bit of chip, but now Chai gets the free sub he wanted all along. I think he predicted this to play out last turn.
Yes, I think he wanted to create an end game whereby he wanted Fini to check both the main attackers, which is Salazzle and...
Yeah, now the Garchomp is safely behind the sub. Salazzle is not going to be able to get rid of it.
Yes, that's right.
Or, for that matter, fake it out. Actually, she can still fake it out.
Fake it out, but the Garchomp can just Rock Slide for cheap damage anyway. So either way, the end game is still very much in Chaiyawat's favor.
Yeah, still though, I think he played it a bit too loosely.
Yeah, a bit too complacent,
Yeah, a bit too complacent there.
Yeah, I mean,
Still,
even though
probably still has to win because Vine does not have a boosted Pokemon on the field.
sure,
But that was getting a bit dangerous there.
yeah,
Like
I mean,
if Vine had attacked that turn, broken the sub, and Muddy Water had missed, all of a sudden, oh my goodness.
yes, he's going to change the tables all around. It was a very risky play, I would say. Okay,
Vine going to go for Flamethrower to predicting the switch to TheGuitahHeroe.
perhaps.
So at that point, she has to call Hard Beats anyway.
Yes, correct. And Earthquake.
So maybe she should have gone for trying to break the start of Garchomp there instead.
I think he
And
just
Salazzle
didn't
will
want
go
to.
down, and yeah, Crocodile will go down as well.
I think he just didn't want to risk the potential Rock Slide miss or any Muddy Water miss, so he just wanted to Earthquake for both for the KO.
So it's going to be game 1 for Chai in what looked like it will be a wash after the haste went off. Vying brought it back by good positioning play, and Chai, like you pointed out, just a bit too complacent, but he gets the win in the end. But he may have to revise the strategy a bit if he's going to go for the same thing. Because Vying's going to be ready this time.
Sure.
She's not going to give him the free fake out and haste again.
Sure. And
That being said, she's done that twice and she hasn't adjusted to it.
but the thing is, what Wayne could adjust later, right, would be the plays, right? Whimsicott EV seems very solid, I would say, and
Yeah, because
the
now
first
if you
turn
do
fling
that again, then now you force Chai to try and predict the player.
the fling, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and essentially that could be a very, you know, one can call it a coin flip or whatsoever, but that was actually her window to be able to fight back.
Because
from
it's
there.
still, the problem about Chai is that it's still a 50-50. If she leaves Whimsicott EV into Garchomp Arcanine again, and what happened just now is that Chai called the play, which was Protect Tailwind, and double into the Whimsicott. If Chai had called the Evo Boost play, then he double switches to Togedemaru and double Fini, and there's no Evo Boost, so the fake out and haste can't happen, and Fini has to lock himself into something. If he goes for haste, then Celeste's going to taunt it, and he loses actually. Then Evo Boost will go off. So it looked like an absolute wash just now, but in reality, it was a 50-50 play, and Chai just happened to get it right.
Yeah, but
If Chai had called it wrongly, and he had doubled into a fling Evo Boost, then the Evo Boost goes off, and Chai's in trouble.
Okay. Now that you've broken up for the audience and myself, I think that indeed.
Yeah, why is going to go for it again? I think. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
How is this good?
This is just a situation Togedemaru and.
Oh my god, this is.
Now Wayne has to hard read the situation immediately.
So that means
That means the EV has to get out, I think.
yeah.
Or EV has to protect and Whimsicott switches in.
There was no reason for Wayne to change up her leads, I would say.
Yeah, there's no reason. There was still 50 play, but I think the problem is that she lost, and I think she's lost faith in the strategy. I don't think she should have.
Yeah,
so Lezo's coming back in.
Yes.
But there's no double switch, so Chaiyawat's gonna call it again.
Yes, and looking at the face of Tremor on his face, you see he had called the rock slide, and he had called probably also snarling the Celeste and the EV, but reducing both to -1.
Oh, but I'm not that happy with this play from Chai, because she can't deny the Evo Boost, but Baton passing, and Crocodile doesn't care about now.
Oh, the power trip, right?
He loses power trip damage, but he's still gonna be at +1 after Intimidate.
Okay.
And Arcanine is gonna be forced to switch out. And in the meantime, Crocodile is gonna still be firing off. And in the meantime, power trip still is gonna KO Garchomp, still gonna KO Togedemaru, still gonna do half to Fini. It still could get iffy. I think so. Wayne can't read the Togedemaru and Fini coming in immediately.
Yes.
And switching the Slazo to adjust to that. But she still gets an Evo Boost because Chai didn't Flare Blitz.
That's.
And Snow not gonna matter. Snow in this scenario, all Snow does is reduce her power trip by 20.
That's not. I wouldn't think that would be very significant. But wow, it seems that the tables have actually changed quite a bit because of one potential misplay from Chai. Wow, we will see later on. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Chai, he didn't cover anything very solidly there. He didn't cover he was essentially banking on Follow Me, Evo Boost, and didn't cover any other possibilities.
But I mean, now Celeste chunking so much.
But then the other thing is that Snow had a lot of value for him yesterday because Wayne chose Espeon as a target. But he's shown Crocodile in game 1. And unless Chai is super confident that he switched it up into Espeon this time, Arcanine actually doesn't have as much value going for Snow.
I mean, probably he might have.
And still no switches, so Chai is gonna stay in at Snow again. Unless he has Raw.
But
does he have Raw?
I don't. Based on what I recall, I don't think so.
It's gonna be Crocodile coming in, but Celeste should be picking out the Arcanine.
Yeah.
Anyway, right?
Yes, it should, because otherwise he will die to the rough skin from the Garchomp.
Celeste's gonna taunt the Arcanine in case he has. But goes for Garchomp. If Arcanine is Raw,
okay.
Arcanine goes now again. So Celeste will go down. So Clefairy will come in. But Chai still has a window here. If Chai can get Fake Out and Haze on the same turn again, he wins because Wayne does not have any way to taunt the Fini this time.
But wouldn't actually I would have thought that taking out the Arcanine would have been provided a better board position for Wayne.
No, I think Wayne was I think the issue here is Wayne got robbed by Garchomp in practice I think 2 days ago. I think she's freaking terrified of it now.
I mean, she has done her homework. Probably she would have found out that
Chai is but maybe she knows that she has sub and want to deny the sub. That's good too. Now
okay,
Garchomp will
that's
get
fair. Now
Garchomp is taunted, can't protect. So whatever's in that slot is going to take a full power trip.
Full power trip, yes. Switching out or whatever with the Garchomp is dead, but the Arcanine will not be able to threaten either Crocodile or the because you have a +2 defense, right? So it will still be able to take hits from Arcanine. Yeah.
So now Chai is in a position where he needs to get Celezo and he needs to get Finny, and is he gonna try and double switch this turn?
Let's see.
There's gonna be one switch, but no, the Garchomp stays in. So he's hoping the Garchomp gets KO'd this turn, so he can get Finny in for free.
Okay, the quick attack, breaking the
Oh,
sash.
that's why he go for that target instead though. Here's power trip into, is he going to
onto
Maru?
Yes,
Yes,
he
he's
does.
going to Maru, and Chai loses his potential fake up as haste play, and this game has totally changed.
Yes. Wow, I mean, from potentially not so good lead at first glance from YE, she has somehow clawed her way back, don't you think? Yeah.
Now Wang is, in order for Chai to go for haste now, she's going to have to take a full +1 earthquake on both Garchomp and Finny. Or like Wang could just pick off the Garchomp slot anyway. And if Finny goes for haste, Finny's locked into haste and cannot switch out because Garchomp is dead and he has no more switches.
Ah, yes, and he cannot even protect now
Power
because
trip
of the
into
taunt
the,
as
I think
well.
power trip into Garchomp slot seals the game for Wang, unless Finny Muddy Water crits or something.
I don't think I'm
power
not
trip,
banking on that.
Unless
yeah.
unless Arcanine survives power trip.
It shouldn't, right?
But Wang should double into that slot with quick attack and power trip.
Quick attack and power trip, yes. Wow, what a spectacular comeback. I'm very impressed.
Quick attack into the Arcanine? No! Into the Finny! Power trip into the Arcanine, surely? No! Into the Finny!
Into the Finny! No!
He's gonna haze! And there goes the boost!
Oh!
The game was there!
And she threw it! No! Oh, that was very unfortunate.
Oh no! The game was there! If the Arcanine goes down, the Finny is locked into haze and unable to switch out.
Yes.
That would be the game. It would be Garchomp against the world.
I'm lost for words.
It would have been Garchomp against the world there.
Yes. And she couldn't do anything. I mean, maybe Clefairy with Moonblast or... Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just really unfortunate there.
Yes.
The game was over.
Was very much on her favor, I would say. Attacking the Arcanine.
Double into the Arcanine there, reroute Arcanine, and again the Finny is locked into haze.
Yes.
And can no longer switch out.
Yes.
So it's Garchomp against the rest of the team.
And
Crocodile now can switch out and cycle Intimidate.
Oh, switching out, and just finish off with an Earthquake somehow later on in the game by dragging it out.
Unfortunately, it looks like it's not to be.
Probably it could be that YE was not very familiar with the power tree calculations. Yes. And in fact, I think it's not super effective, right? Because it's a dark type attack.
But
yeah,
it's still 180 base.
180 base on the Tapu Fini.
Onto the Arcanine. It would have taken.
The Arcanine definitely
quick attack double.
Out.
Yeah, it would have with the quick attack double.
On the Fini, man. I think she was more like probably like psychologically pressured by the potential haze that made her have this decision. But well, from us as a third-person perspective, Arcanine was definitely the right choice.
Yes. You want to go into that slot because if you get it,
if you get it,
locked to haze. If it doesn't lock into haze, you still have your boost.
Yes.
My only explanation I think of is that she didn't think Chai would go for haze. I think she thought that Chaiyawat would decide that I can't afford to risk the haze, I'm going to lock myself into a water attack. In which case she would have needed the damage onto the Finny. That's the only explanation I can think of.
But with the +2 boost,
but with your boost, exactly, and you still have your berry intact.
Yes, and it definitely will be able to it will be able to take the muddy water, you know, of course barring the accuracy.
Yes, and once you get rid of that slot, then Clefairy can come in.
Yes.
To increase
Break guard support. Yes. Wow.
Really unfortunate there.
Very unfortunate.
Really the game was there. So again, it's going to be 2-0, and it looks like Chai has the entire matchup in his hand with the haze. But that game was very much in Wang's favor.
Yes, I mean,
and even in game 1 where it looked like a total wash, if the turn 1 had gone differently, the game goes completely differently.
Exactly. YE really put up a very strong fight.
Yes.
On a seemingly unfavorable matchup.
Yes, haze, sure, but it specs haze. And Wang knowing that, Wang could have played the game so differently. Because if Chaiyawat locks stuff into haze, and you can't switch out, you are locked into haze.
Yes.
You are now using haze until you struggle.
Sure.
Your Finny is now absolute dead weight. It will be Garchomp against the world.
Yes, and well,
even let's say given the absolute worst case scenario, Arcanine survives. Haze goes off, so Finny can switch out.
Yes.
You still Earthquake to KO the Arcanine, get damage on Garchomp, and Finny comes playing again, and you still at least exert some pressure with Garchomp.
Exactly.
Exert some pressure Crocodile, and Garchomp will already be, and Garchomp will go down. Because we saw Garchomp was down to 40. It will be switching into the Finny slot because Finny has to switch out. He use haze,
yes,
and Garchomp goes down to Earthquake.
Definitely.
Then it will be Finny against the world.
And I mean, she has to also not forgetting that she has Clefairy for the bulk support. Even though if it may have, if it lost the boost,
absolute worst case scenario.
yes, absolute worst case.
What I think Arcanine would just have gone down to the quick attack plus power trip.
Definitely, it would have. I would definitely agree with that decision. It was very, very unfortunate for YIN, I would say.
Or even just Earthquake the Arcanine if you want to. Yeah, actually just go for Earthquake.
Earthquake, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Earthquake would have taken out the
We've done more damage to Finny probably.
Oh, yeah.
Power trip into the resist.
And also the, what do you call that?
And Arcanine is weak to Earthquake.
And the partner was no longer important at that point in time anyway. So you would have created an end game scenario whereby it's just, oh no, you couldn't switch out.
Yeah, Finny will be locked into haste. Survive, sure, but you're locked into haste and you can't switch out. Your Finny is now just dead weight.
Very unfortunate way.
So but yeah, Chai. Again, I think Chai kind of played himself into it a bit. I think he got too complacent. He thought he had the matchup in hand. He saw Clefairy EV like, ha, this is over. And whoops. And when he made the right decision, she called the Tokyo come in, smacked the Tokyo off the field. And all of a sudden, Chai was in trouble. And then she made one more wrong call. The taunting of Garchomp was so good. She stopped the sub. She ensured that the slot will always take an attack. The Garchomp slot can no longer protect.
Yes.
And she didn't take advantage of it. She let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
It's really
just like that. And let it sleep. And well, Chaiyawat advances to the finals in such a fashion.
It looked like such an easy matchup for Chai.
Yes.
And YIN played out such a good fight. Unfortunately, just those small decisions. In game 1, it was Chai making the right decisions. In game 2, YIN unfortunately not making the right decisions. So looks like moving interview with YIN actually.
Sure.
Since Chai is going on to the final anyway, so we'll get a chance to talk to him as well after that. But for now, we'll talk to YIN. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And I am back, and I am unfortunately this time joined by our losing semi-finalist YIN.
Hi.
Beginning a deep run in tournament for the first time in a while, although there was the past MSS I think recently, that not that long ago.
No, I didn't. I got top 16 for that.
Yeah, okay, so a deep run for once in a while, and playing EV teams, which you 2 weeks ago were convinced you would never be able to learn how to play.
Yeah, I'm still not very sure about half of because.
But actually, it's fair to say you definitely gotten the knack for it because we saw you play. It looked like it was a terrible matchup. He had haste, but you definitely had your ways around it. And in game 1, okay, I think game 1 you realized it was going to be a 50-50 because by leading musical EV, if he called the protect tailwind, then and double into you, then you lose because as you saw it, what happened. But if he predicted the fling evil boost, and he called it and went for a switch into Togemaru immediately, then he wins that trade. But if he predicts fling plus evil boost and switches in, and you protect tailwind, then you win because you have no evil boost yet. His Finny has locked into something. He hazes, there's nothing to haze.
I was actually expecting him to
double switch immediately.
Yeah, switch
So
immediately.
again, it was the 50-50 call because you had 2 plays. It was the protect and tailwind, which you went for, or you could immediately go for fling evil boost.
Which
you knew that he was prepared for that by immediately switching in Tokyo Maru and Fini.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he made the right call. So it is what it is. It is it's 50-50 calls, and unfortunately, he made the right call. So he got the game. Fair play to him.
Yeah.
But game two. Game two. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just too focused on the Fini. I was
Game
like,
two, you got the turn one you wanted. You allow him. I think he got a bit too complacent, going for the rock slides now. It was really a very lazy play. I would say.
Yeah,
I'll call it a really lazy play. It was non-committal. He gave you the evil boost, and not to mention the Snarl didn't hurt you as much because this time you were going for Crocodile.
Yes.
So it was a bit lazy on his part.
But
then after that, yeah, you got the Slazo in, okay. You got the taunt to Garchomp, and all of a sudden things were going right. You called the Tokyo coming in. You finished off Tokyo immediately. Everything was going swimmingly. You double into Tokyo, got it off the field, and then all of a sudden, the Fini was in.
Yeah,
but the Garchomp couldn't protect. So you knew the Garchomp couldn't protect. It was taunted.
I actually, at that point, I was actually really just mind gaming myself because I thought the Fini would come in on the
Garchomp though?
on the other. Yeah.
But Garchomp, Fini was already out at that time. So
Yeah,
it's Fini, Garchomp, and then Arcanine at the back.
Yeah, I was actually expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but I kept on thinking like Garchomp is. I can leave Garchomp there. I need to focus on this slot because I think Fini is coming in on this slot, and then it just went.
Yeah, so as you pointed, I think we just discussed just before this interview. The thing here is that because Garchomp was taunted, couldn't protect, so that slot, whatever coming to the slot is going to go down, and Fini is choice specs. So whatever uses that turn is what he's going to be using for the rest of the game if the partner goes down.
I was actually hoping. Wait, that slot had Arcanine in at that point.
It was Garchomp. It was Garchomp Fini.
No, the other slot, Fini came in, right?
Fini was already on the field.
Yeah,
it came in for knocked out to get
Yeah, because when I saw that Fini, I just completely
tunnel vision.
blanked.
Yeah,
just completely blanked.
You just tunnel onto the Fini.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you, I think you now see that if the partner had gone down and he chose Haze, then it's Garchomp against the world because he's locked into choice Haze. The Fini is just totally dead weight, and Garchomp has to fight against Clefairy, Crocodile, and Eevee.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's.
And Garchomp was at 40%.
Yeah, true.
So
wait,
that,
it was a
yeah, he had stopped and taken.
Oh.
Yeah, he had stopped twice.
No, that was game one.
He had taken damage from something.
Flamethrower.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much damage, so it was still.
But it will still be. It will still be.
It
It will be one. Yeah, it will be 1v3, and you have Clefairy supporting your Crocodile.
Yeah.
And not to mention, in fact, at that point, the thing here is like, if you gotten rid of that slot, no matter what it was, let's say Garchomp goes down, Arcanine goes down, then he hastens the boost off. But now you just switch Crocodile around to recycle Intimidate because he only has one physical attacker left.
Yeah.
But again, then you tunnel vision into the Fini.
Yeah, tunnel vision. I mean, it's still a new team for me, so still trying to work out this stuff.
Yeah, but definitely it was very well played. Again, the matchup was not in your favor, and you made the right. That's why the game 2 was so painful to watch because you had made all the right calls all through each turn.
Except
and then all the way until that last turn
until
where
the Fini came out.
Yeah, then the Fini came out and all of a sudden it's like, I need to get rid of Fini, but you couldn't get rid of Fini.
Honestly, because I was.
Or other than you forgot that it was choice locked lah.
No, I forgot the damage counts. I've seen Fini die from power trip.
Yeah, but you
before,
had been intimidated.
I have been intimidated, but I wasn't sure exactly how the damage was working.
But the thing about the Fini on Chai side is that because he's not running a typical Fini, he's not specs, but he is specs, so he's going to be. I think he's going to run decent amount of HP, but just about enough. As you saw at neutral damage. So in a sense, the Snarl did help a bit by reducing power trip.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have saved the Arcanine in that scenario. Unfortunately, you went for the Fini.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
It is what
we learn from our mistakes. A team like that is something you only learn by playing it. Because again, a lot of people think that Haze is auto win, but in a scenario like this, you see there are ways to play around it. If you can get a taunt onto the Haze user, then Haze user is stopped. If you can fling into the Haze user when you try to Haze and you get an attack off and kill it, then it's gone. So there are always ways around it, and so this is a lesson to everyone out there. There are no auto wins against Eevee. Even if you think you do, there are always ways around it. The Eevee player knows their outs, and you probably don't.
I haven't figured out my outs yet.
And she hasn't really fully figured them out yet. So, but it is what it is. And again, you learn from our stuff. And now that you know, you also realize that maybe. I think you also realized what went wrong there, which was you got too focused. Yeah. So you didn't really assess the board. You realized that this slot will die, and Fini gets locked into whatever move he uses. So actually, Chai took a risk there as well. So Chai kind of gambled because if he had gone for Water Tech, it's probably a safer play.
Yeah.
Because he's still super effective against Crocodile. He won't KO you, and you still have your berry, but at least he's not using Haze.
Yeah. I mean, I would have preferred if you went for Water Tech actually.
Yeah. But what you did in the end would have been better if you went for Water Tech. Yeah. But then you didn't go for the top partner, so the Haze was a better play in the end.
Yeah.
So both of you took a risk, and unfortunately yours was the bigger risk, which didn't pay off. But
Well.
again, very well played. Looked like a terrible matchup. It was a terrible matchup. Found your answers, and you nearly put out a win there. Maybe even got dragged to game 3, and who knows what happens in game 3. So I think Chai will be a lot more cautious in game 3.
I guess I'll just have to keep playing and figuring out.
Yeah,
as
so
it goes
but well
on.
played to Chai there, making it in the final and winning with a good run there with a new team all the way to top 4. And we will, unfortunately, the other top 4 set between against Yoko Taguma and Ang Wei Wen, both players have very ingeniously decided to be playing digital cards, so we are unable to bring the stream match to you
Unless they trade
unless
everything.
our TO decides to go all draconian on them and force them to trade their Pokemon to a different card. But I don't think we're doing that today. It's just an MSS. We are not monsters. Oh well, we're not all monsters. So, but then again, Wying falls to the top 4, but very well played. Again, it's mid-season showdown. It's good practice with a new team. And again, it was just very well played, I have to say. The outs were there, and the outs that even me and Martin didn't really see when we were looking at the field.
I didn't see them. I didn't see them at all. So I was just rolling along and trying to figure
Well,
it out.
improvising on the fly, and it worked out. So,
I'll figure it out.
congrats, a good run. Unfortunately, it ends here, but again, Chai is full marks to Chai. He played the matchup as he could have. He got the win, and we'll see whether he can pull out the win. His first tournament of 2 years, of 2017 and 2018 seasons. He used to be dominant in Singapore tournaments. Let's see if he pulls it out again here in Singapore. So we will see you for the final, I think, unless Chai wants to come here for a chat. But I don't think we're doing that. So we'll be back with the final once Wei Wen and Yoko have played out the set, and the winner will play against Chaiyawat Traiwichcha from Thailand for the winner of Singapore's mid-season showdown here at Toy Your Game in Bugis Plus. So stay tuned.